Well, here we are again. Another, well, with what's hopefully a fantastic chest day. But you guys are probably wondering why I am sitting on a decline bench right now for chest to start. I know it's something I've never really, I don't think I've ever started with decline bench. So yeah, it's kind of like foreign ground for me or unwalked ground. Um, but I don't know, like I've had, and it's not a lot, but I've had an influx of comments on a few of my, let's just say specifically my chess videos. People saying, and again, it's I feel like for the most part it's healthy criticism, which I'm totally fine with. But I've had like two or three separate comments saying something about how I need to work a little bit lower chest, which I already know. That is something I already know, and I've kind of explained before why I feel like I have that problem. Um, Listening to some advice that probably wasn't right and taking it too far, like never hitting lower chest, only hitting incline bench and flat bench. Um, I won't get into all that though. But so yeah, I've read those comments and like I said, it's something I already know and I'm aware of. So I just on the drive over here, I was just thinking, I was like, why not try something new? You know what I mean? Like, what's that saying? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I'm expecting my lower chest to get better, and it's like, I mean, yeah, I've added decline bench, but it's when I'm already kind of pre-fatigued from flat bench. So again, I was driving on here and I was just like, why not start with decline? I'll be more fresh. I'll be peak strength. I'll be able to lift more weight. Well, still, like I want to have control and make sure my chest is the main driving factor, but I'll be able to lift more weight while still, making sure I control it and the chest is doing the majority of the work. So, like in theory, my lower chest will get bigger and stronger. So, it's like that's kind of my logic right now. Um, and I'm not even gonna say like at the end of this workout, if I feel like I don't like it, I won't try it again. I like to give things a fair run, so maybe do this two or three or four times. It's like a month, and if I feel like it's not even, if I don't feel like there's any benefit or not enough or any difference, maybe I'll go back to what I've been doing, which is starting with flat, then doing decline. But I have a sneaky suspicion that this is gonna help me. Again, results don't happen overnight, so this is gonna take a little time still. But I feel like if I attack this with the right approach, not going for power, just going for muscle building, going as heavy as I can with still good control and good reps, I feel like I'm going to see some good results. So this will this will be the last warm up theoretically, because anytime I do free weight decline, um, after the fact, let's say after doing my shoulder day when I used to do it, I would rep 335 for an easy 10. A lot of times 12 or 13 reps. So I might, you know what? Let me just do this, and then I'll try to kind of gauge what weight I want to work with. The temptation was there to just fucking crank him out fast. But then after like 2 reps, I was like, wait a second, I already almost fucked up. I got to be under control here. But I think I kind of want to throw 365 on and see what I can do with it. Again, with good control. Like if I just cranked them out fast and use speed to my advantage, who knows? I could probably get 10 reps with 365 pretty comfortably on this. Like, again, if I was going fast, but that's not what I'm going to do. So let me try it. And like always, if it's too heavy, I'll go back down. Not a problem. Um, I'll say it's not going to be too light for how I'm going to try to do this today. So I won't even say if it's too light, I'll go up. That's not going to happen. So yeah, let's throw 365 on. I'm gonna have to chalk up because this bar's slick for whatever reason, and then we'll try it and see. I think the tank here, when it comes to my chalk, is almost coming up on E, which is kind of funny because I said that. I think I said that like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's still been there's still some in there, but I do actually think now it's starting to get pretty low. Okay, not bad. Um, what was that? I think that was 8. Very controlled though. So yeah, I think my theory of not that this matters, but I think my theory of saying I think I could get 10, just cranking them out. I think I definitely could. Well, I think like always, I'm gonna play by the set. Ideally, I'd like to do 3 here with this weight. We'll see what happens. Um, as long as I get at least 7 on the next one, that's still a good, and they're still controlled, the controlled reps. My chest is doing most of the work. I think that's a good number. And then if I do a third one, I'll probably maybe get 6. If I'm lucky, get 7 again. But let's just see how the next one goes. I might surprise myself and get 8. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna play by the set. Um, and then most likely a drop set. Who am I kidding? It's almost a guaranteed. Whoa, that's a weird sensation. I got, well, not I got, I still am fucking lightheaded. Whew. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that affected the set a little bit because I could feel myself getting lightheaded, and I feel like I was kind of rushing through it at a certain point. I mean, you don't want to pass out doing this, doing any exercise, but especially this. That weight's coming straight down on your neck, chin, your head, whatever. So forgive me, but I think you guys can understand me rushing through that a little bit. If I did, I'll go back and watch. I don't know. I just felt like I was because it felt like I was about to pass out. That was weird. I think I did 8 though again. So, fuck. So like I said, if this feels good and I keep doing this for X amount of months, whether it's 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean however long it feels good, the goal is over time keep adding reps with this weight, and then once I get to a certain rep number with this weight, let's say 10 or more than, let's say more than 10, so 11, 12, I'll start adding a little bit of weight, and then just keep trying to progressive overload. You guys know what that is, progressive overload. It's a simple method, but it's a surefire way. You can see the progress. You're getting more reps, and you add weight, and over time you get more reps with that. I mean, it's just pretty simple shit. But yeah, let's do another one. You know what? Rather than do a drop set on this last one, I think I'm gonna just do a back down set. So I'm gonna go down to 315. I'll do a couple minutes rest. Nothing too crazy, just enough to make sure I'm ready for it. But since it's lighter, I don't need a lot more rest time. So I don't know. I just think that sounds better. Oh my God, these freaking earbuds. I just think that sounds better than doing a drop set. I'll say the drop set stuff for pretty much everything after this. I want to get one more somewhat heavy set, um, but still good reps. So a drop set, I would have went down to probably 225 for, I don't know, 15, 20 reps, really slow. But instead, I'm gonna go down to 315, like I said, and rest a couple minutes, and then maybe I can get like 10 good ones. We'll see. It's tough to say immediately after the fact how I feel about it. I'll say though, initial initial feelings and thoughts is I definitely feel something different, which is kind of a given. I'm hitting a different lift to start, but I think time will tell. Kind of be my best friend here, and really let me know. Like I said, if it's worth continuing this for more than just a month, I'll give it a good month, and we'll see. But I do, like I said, I feel something different. I think I like it, but like I said, I feel like you never really know until you actually put some time in. It could have just be a simple fact I'm starting with something different. It's like getting that new girlfriend, You might think you like her at first, and then with time, you find out some things that might change your mind. So yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to. I actually might do some like I don't know, fuck. I'm thinking maybe some light dumbbell flat bench, and I mean light compared to what I normally would try. Really, just emphasize squeezing the chest. Let me just shut up and get over there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, a couple things. One, that feels way fucking heavier than it normally does, which shouldn't be surprising. But two, I am never trying to do a seated hammer curl with the 120s again. I did a nice little like feel out set. I did just a couple reps, but I was sitting there and I curled them up, and it was a lot easier the first time than it was on this one that I just tried. The first one almost took me on down to the side, which would have been funny for you guys, but I'm not doing that again. Not doing that again. But I mean, it felt good other than that. So I think two more. I'm not even gonna do a drop set here. Well, as of right now, you guys know how I am changing my mind, but I don't think I will. I think two more sets like that with this weight, really slow and controlled like I just did. My chest is already fucking starting to feel pretty good. So I'll kind of save the drop sets for the pretty much all the flies that I'm gonna do after this. So, but so far so good. Let's do two more. One more. Oh wow. All right, can I be 100% honest and transparent here? It's kind of eating at me that I only have the 120s and I struggle to do 11. Albeit, I was making myself struggle more by going slower and actually driving with my chest for the most part. But it's like, it almost feels like I'm regressing. You know what I'm saying? Because what, 5 or 6 months ago, I was repping the 150s on flat for, I think the best I did was 11, something like that. And again, albeit that was at the very beginning of the workout, so I was peak strength and I was going a little faster with my rep speed. So it's like I got to kind of remind myself I'm not regressing. I'm just actually making an emphasis to hit my chest and my weak points. You know, I'm not necessarily going to lose strength. Um, and again, that shouldn't even be a main priority because I'm bodybuilding. But still, like, I don't want to be one of those guys that have muscles, but he's not really nearly as strong as what he looks. You know what I mean? I want to be somewhat functional, but like in the end, the main top priority is bodybuilding. So if I have to do this for, like I said, X amount of months, just to improve my chest, I'll do it. But it is kind of eating at me. You know, I'm not lifting. And again, I started with decline, so I was already 4 sets in before I even did this. So really, makes me feel a little bit better about this. But I'm saying all that to say this is kind of an example of doing what you know you need to, not what you want to do. I would much rather have, honestly, on decline, I would have much rather have thrown 4 plates on each side, went faster with my rep speed, and got, who knows, 5, 6, 7 reps. But would that necessarily benefit my chest growth? Probably not, because I'd be using a lot more triceps and shoulders to help lift that, taken away from my chest. So again, an example of what you need to do, not what you want to do. So as much as it's gonna hurt me on the inside, I might cry a little bit tonight. I know this is the right thing to do. So I'm gonna keep it going. Like I said, we'll do this for at least a month and kind of reevaluate what I'm feeling over the next course of the next month and what I'm seeing. I know I won't see much of a change. It's only a month, any more time than that. But yeah, we'll give it a good month and we'll see. Let's move on though. We'll do some. Actually, I might stay here and just do some incline dumbbell flies. Sounds good. Let's do that. All right, these 80s I can curl up a lot easier. So we'll get a few extra curl reps in. Why not? Let's fucking go. Oh crap. The difficulty level went up a whole other notch on this set. Whoa. It was like running into a face first right into a brick wall. It just, I barely got 8. As you can tell, when the first 2 sets, I was kind of just coasting up until I got to the 8th one. And that's when it started getting tough. Kind of tells me, I did something right. Yeah, 3rd set was way tougher. Chest is feeling pretty juicy. Let's move on to an accessory, some kind of cable fly. Try to hurt and snag up someone else does. We might call it after that. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so as you can tell, that was not a cable fly, but a supinated cable press. But I think I got a little too ambitious with the weight. Sometimes I forget I'm already almost 10 sets in. So I'm just not as strong, which is understandable, but I just forget that sometimes. I want every set to be fucking, you know what I mean? Next level weight for what I'm doing. So honestly, I might go up one notch lighter, try to get better form. And you guys seen at the end of that, rather than sitting back all the way on the bench, I kind of sat forward more than 90 and puffed my chest out, and it felt way better. So I think if I go lighter, I can kind of do that, and it'll be better off for my chest development and actually hitting my chest more. So we'll try it. Let me go a little lighter and try it again, and kind of see if all these theories that I just said are gonna work out. Holy fuck. That felt so much better. It actually felt so much better to the point that I wish I'd been doing this, rather than sitting back on the bench, because this doesn't go all the way up. It's at a slight less than, or I guess it would be more than 90. I don't know. It's not perfectly upright. So when I sit back all the way, I'm kind of, like I said, leaning too far back. So just kind of sitting up more, driving my chest up, and I might have my chin up, like I was saying last week. The emphasis is put so much more on my chest. It's fucking awesome. This is one aspect of why I love the gym, dude. I've been training 14 going on 15 years, and you still can learn just little different variations of how to do things to make it just a little better. And sometimes making something just a little better is all you need to get to that next level. Fucking love it. Let's do one more. I'm actually thinking I might do one more like that then I might move the bench, bring the cables all the way up, and do just one kind of barn burner set of just cable fly cable flies going down for lower chest. I'm having a brain fart, what they're called for some reason. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me just do one more, and I'll kind of see. You know what? Let's just go right into it because that felt good, and it was light enough that I only need about a minute and a half rest. So let's do the next one. Let's do a drop set. Let's do another one. Fuck, I suppose. Whew, my chest feels pretty fucking full. Hopefully, it looks that way in a second when I start posing. But I mean, it feels fantastic. One thing I don't like about doing continuous drop sets is that whenever you can get down to that last one where it's just so light that it's like at a certain point the weight was, even with how fatigued I was, the weight was so light that I really wasn't feeling much. You know what I'm saying? Like I was squeezing my chest as hard as I could to emphasize my chest, and it's just, yeah, I felt something for sure. Like it wasn't a complete waste of time, but I don't know. It's almost, in my opinion, it was almost not worth it. You know what I mean? Um, I think just that one drop set would have been fine. Would have been plenty. Because that second one, again, it was just so light that there was a lot of movement. There was a lot of motions going on, but it's like, how effective really was it? I don't know. I wasn't really feeling a ton. I probably could have done 10 more reps, maybe more. And I don't think it would have added any extra benefit. It was kind of just junk volume looking back at it in hindsight. But, if we could see everything in hindsight, we'd always make the perfect choice every time. But that's just not how it fucking works. So, all right. Let's see what kind of pump I got. I might do a little bit here, and then I might go around back. Do some more there. We'll see. Still on tables, man? Still on tables. You good? Just a little bit around back. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know why I put my shirt back on. Now I gotta fucking struggle to get it off again. That was kind of stupid. I think it was just out of habit. I'm so used to when I'm done posing, just throwing my shirt back on and getting out of here. But yeah, let's try to get it off now. Am I missing anything? I think that's it. It's good enough. I posted two different spots. Oh my god. I just realized I was sitting here talking without my fucking mic next to my mouth. Anyways, what I was saying is, I think that's good enough. I posed in two different spots. I mean, I feel like I'm forgetting a few poses, honestly. But like I said, I posed in two different spots. That's fucking good enough, dude. Good enough. Great. And I'm gonna emphasize another great chest workout. Fucking great one, dude. All right. You guys know the drill. Let's get out of here. Let's fucking immediately get some protein in. And I mean immediately. All right. Be back tomorrow.